if we do not take action, I do not believe that the planet will become destroyed, but we will destroy ourselves.
I don't really have a formulated question, but I'd like to hear you talk for a second. It's kind of been hinted at here and there, but talk more specifically about the situation of the planet, the ecological situation, without panicking, without getting self-righteous and all these other things. Clearly, a change of consciousness is necessary, but things also have to be done in real time, because these are processes happening in time. And so just if you had anything at all to say about that and how these two processes of consciousness and also changing things, doing whatever would be necessary for the planet, how this works together.
Yes, thank you. Are you engaged in that kind of work?
To some extent, and hoping to be more. Yes.
Well, one thing, as you know, I don't need to say it again, the foundation for any action you take is to let it arise from presence, rather than from a feeling of fear or anger, because those two are not very productive. What comes out of fear or anger is not productive. Presence is much more powerful. There's an enormous power in presence and true intelligence. Really intelligent action comes out of presence. So that's vital to know. There are many things that need changing in our relationship with the planet. Things seem to be going the wrong way right now. All I can say is do as much as you can to help change the way in which we live on this planet. Do what you can with peace in your heart. That's the main thing, with peace in your heart, because otherwise, without peace, the opposite of peace is war and conflict. So if we don't destroy the planet, we destroy ourselves through war and conflict. The planet, there's more to the planet. This is my intuitive realization, by the way. There is more to the planet than we realize. The planet is a being. It's not a rock floating in space with things growing on top. The planet is a living being. That many humans or scientists cannot accept that. What I mean is, it is pervaded by an intelligent energy field in the same way that your body is pervaded and held together and run by an underlying intelligence that keeps everything, the thousands of functions in your body, because the planet is another kind of body. The thousands of functions that need to be constantly coordinated and controlled, that keep this body alive, keep the atoms and molecules together, keep the organs from cooperating. No human or the greatest computer could possibly do that. Even now, we only understand a fraction of how our physical body operates. There's a vast intelligence built into it. When that intelligence says goodbye, then very quickly the atoms and molecules say goodbye to each other too, and then they depart, and then the form dissolves. The planet is also an intelligence, a being that is intelligent, and it has produced us in a way, not alone. There have been other factors. The sun is also more than a fireball. We think the sun is a ball of just energy. There's more to it than that. We think the sun is extremely hot. Well, hot is one way, but really what that means is the energy of the highest intensity, which our physical body registers as extreme heat. The sun is also a celestial being. You don't need to believe me, by the way, but I'll just tell you what my intuitive realization is. And the planet has an intelligence also that one reason why we need to be active in protecting the planet so that we don't use these absurd ways of the resources of the planet, the absurd ways of getting energy, we need to go beyond that. There are other ways. The universe is infinitely abundant. The energy on the external level, the energy, obviously inexhaustible energy, comes continuously from the sun. And all the other energy forms that we discover on the planet are really transformed sun energy. It was once sun energy. And to use those is a very primitive way of using energy. And we need to, as soon as possible, and this is the task of scientists and so on, who also need to be present, to go beyond those primitive ways of using the energy that's left over by sun energy on the planet. The planet, if we do not take action, I do not believe that the planet will become destroyed, but we will destroy ourselves. Or the planet, which has an intelligence, but it's just slow, because to a planet, 100 years is nothing, 200 years is nothing, 1 second in your lifetime or less. If the planet feels threatened by humans, I firmly believe that it will eliminate humans. It can do that very easily. We are connected, our physical form is connected to the energy field of the planet. It's come out of the planet. So the planet could easily, even without violence, the planet could end all humans within 100 years without any act of violence by simply making males and females infertile. That would be an action taken by planetary intelligence. Say, these humans we can't have them anymore, that's too much. Or let's just get rid of 95% of them, and then they can have a new beginning and can try again. But it doesn't have to come to that. So before the planet takes action, and the planet is slow, we need to take action, but with peace, because otherwise we are unconscious beings. We'll just contribute. Even if in our unconscious action we could save the planet, we wouldn't save ourselves, because we would create warfare if we are unconscious. There are many ways we can destroy ourselves, not just through destroying nature. There are other ways we can destroy ourselves, and we will if the shift in consciousness does not reach a sufficient number of people. But the essence of what I'm saying is peace in your heart. Do not fear. There's more to the planet than you realize. If the planet gets to get rid of you, it will.